as promised, I was going to make a video of my garden. So here's a garden bed that I had actually one of my former students build for me. But it wasn't big enough because I didn't realize I had so many tomato plants that I started from seeds. So here's some of the tomato plants. And then here are some pepper plants that I also started from seeds. There are some bell peppers. And then I actually bought other plants, chile piquin, from some of the vendors on 31st Street. Then there's more tomatoes in the middle row. And then there's some basil right here. Albahaca, for those of you that don't know basil in English, in Espanol es albahaca. And then more tomato. Yeah, I didn't know how many I was actually going to be able to have as plants, so I started them as seedlings, but I didn't want to kill them, so here they all are. And here are some potted tiny flowers that I also bought from the vendors on 31st Street. I love these little pots. They are dinosaurs. My son also loves them, but I put them here because I had them in the front last year, and people were stealing them because they thought they were so cute, I guess. So I put them there. Back here, I planted these last year. These are daisies. Love them. They're such a happy flower. Then in the front, there is a tree that I will be planting later, but it's in a pot right now. It's a fig tree. It actually has some figs right here growing. I'm so proud of it because I had it since last year. Last year it didn't give any figs. This year it did. Then right here, I don't know what these are. I think these are like some wild type of like mums or daisies. My mom actually brought these from her house and replanted them at my house. Then here is a tiny Honeycrisp apple tree. It's not obviously full length yet, but eventually I'll get there. Here are some wildflowers that I planted. And then more of those wild daisies. And then back here, there are some lilies that I planted last year. Then if I go this way, there's some more lilies here that I planted this year. They're not blooming yet, but there they are. And then here is all the mint, yerba buena, the actual good kind, not the other kind. Anyway, there's two varieties. There's this one, but I'm not even sure what they're called, but this is one mint, and then there's another variety that's a longer leaf over here, but it's also mint. Then right here in this tiny little area, I have some cilantro growing. Can you tell the leaves right there? I didn't want to grow in a pot that I had in the spring, so I had to restart. Then all of these that are here, they're all gladiolas. They will be blooming in the summer, like in July maybe, or to the end of June. And then I have here a bunch of wildflowers that will start coming out later. All this stuff, like white stuff, is not snow obviously, but I do my own composting, so a lot of that is eggshells. I also have fruit skins and vegetable skins that I throw in here because they're all nutrients for the plants. And then some actually have started growing because of the seeds, the tomato seeds, so there's a bunch of little tomato plants in here. I don't know if they're actually going to give tomatoes. I'm just letting them grow, but the ones I'm taking care of are in the garden beds. And then here there's some more flowers. I don't remember what I planted here. These were seeds, but I think they're gonna be azaleas, or I can't remember the other name for it, but anyway, they're flowers. More gladiolas here. And then here, these little ones are gonna be these big peonies eventually. They don't have flowers yet. I put them, I planted them myself before they were even any plants. They were just the roots. And then have some more over here, have some more here. Then here I have some cucumber plants growing. So when they get big, they're gonna grow, and then I'm gonna attach them to this fence so that they can grow some more, and then there's gonna be cucumbers there. Then over here, there are some more vegetable plants. This is another garden bed that I had that same student build for me. So here are some spinach, espinaca. Then here there is some lettuce growing. They're a little too close together, but like I said before, these planters were supposed to be a little bigger, but didn't have enough room. But anyway, we'll see what happens with them. There is some kale. It's a different variety of kale there. And then these are going to be cabbage. What else do I have? Oh, these are chile de árbol. These little plants down here, chile de árbol. And more tomatoes. And then more chile de árbol and more basil albahaca. Back in the back, there's like these tiny little plants there. These are actually ginger that are growing in there. So I think that's it. The last thing I'll show you is my weeping willow tree. My mom actually brought this from Michigan. It was a tiny, tiny little sapling. It looked like one of these branches, just one of these. So now it's growing into an actual tree. It's been here for 2 years now. And we'll see what happens with it. So that is my garden. Hope you guys liked it. Sorry it took me forever.